Yes, here we go, keeping the ball on the ground with the boys. Bit different this week. Not only can you listen to us, you can also watch us now. Don't know why you'd want to watch the ugliest bastards of Scottish football, but there you go, some people want to do it. We need to mention the sponsors, William Hill. Once again, join today. Bet £10 and get a free £30 bet. And Black Rooster, we also need to say good evening.
Good evening again. You'll not be hearing that much longer, Si. He will be out the door.
See, after that game, he should have just came out and went, shit evening.
I see a couple
Shit evening.
I see a couple of celebrities stole your part, even Gary Lineker.
Lineker's on it as well, mate.
You must be watching Open Goal there.
Of course, sir.
The whole world's watching Open Goal, to be fair.
Right, Slaney, go and give us it.
Well, the Robert Snodcast is coming to you in our usual audio format across all good podcast platforms, and you can now also watch us on YouTube.
Woo!
And also today, we're in a special place. We're in the Be Inspired shop. They've obviously kitted me out in my new Arsene Wenger jacket.
Arsene a bit. Arsene a bit, as Frank would say, yes, tremendous.
So, absolutely choking here.
You must have got around to Edinburgh last night, did you?
The wife got me then, didn't she? It's because I've got a pint going.
Jim Leighton Cup money coming in. I'm going down, down, down.
What, in my message?
Yes, please.
What is that, Kevin? Triple XL?
It's actually an XL.
Is it right?
I'm feeling it. I'm going to need to take it off. It's a bit too hot in there, Slaney.
Get
look
it.
at
Don't get me wrong, I will be taking it.
No stains on the trackie today as well.
No, no stains. I washed it last night.
Mate, what's happening? How much have we gained you?
Ralph, we're wrong.
Mate, say by the way, have you seen Slaney on the Cooking Show, Kev?
Oh, superb.
Had his glasses on.
Here.
There's been a few lookalikes came in. Anne Robinson. Have you seen that one?
No, I thought you just made it up.
To be fair, I did read a few of the comments and they were talking about me hiding under Staines' lip and I didn't really get the joke until I watched it. What was happening, big man?
No, I had a wee altercation with a bird side, with a lady, and she wasn't happy the way I was treating her side, so she punched us. And you move on with stuff like that.
Domestic abuse, we're totally against that.
Totally against it, and she was a disgrace for doing that, Si.
What about Kev's look like? You seen one coming in for him, didn't you?
Absolutely, Si.
The statue.
Oh, you don't believe it? At Princess Square, where the Be Inspired shop, just outside it, there's a wee statue outside it kept reminding me a hell of a lot of you.
What reminded you of? What was it?
It was the package down below. It was absolutely tiny.
Talking of look like, did you watch Man City Liverpool last night?
Yeah.
Mate, never ever occurred to me before. Andy Robertson, Jim Carrey and the Cable Guy.
Oh, when he was laughing at Walker.
Laughing at Walker, mate. He was so like him, innit?
That's what I was trying to think of somebody.
Do you know what? He was actually laughing at Walker thinking, just pretend I'm being nice here, because that Kyle Walker would have absolutely destroyed him.
Oh, he'd have ragdolled him. But by the way, how good was Liverpool and Robertson?
Oh, wow. What about the second goal of delivery for Robbo?
I don't think they gave it enough praise.
I know.
Do you know
So that was Trent.
They did. It was Trent. Oh, look at that diag for Trent with the left foot.
Embarrassing.
But the harder ball was surely Robertson's, because if that's an inch or two wrong either side, it doesn't become a goal.
Nah, you're spot on.
Talking an inch or two, can you cross your legs, kid? Right, here we go. We're going to talk about the Europa League to start. Fantastic wins for both Celtic and Rangers. Kev, I'll start with you because you thought Celtic could get beat.
I did.
Humble pie?
Oh, absolutely. There's a few humble pies every week when we do this show.
Yeah.
But to be fair to Celtic, they rode the storm a wee bit. First half they just didn't turn up. They didn't play as well as what they have been. And second half, I don't know, Lazio just looked disjointed. They were kind of all over the place. But Celtic, for me, see if they'd have been a bit more clinical with that final pass in the third, I think they could have won by more.
But also saying that Lazio had quite a lot of chances.
They did
as well.
have a lot of chances.
Good.
Foster had a couple of great saves near the end, but fantastic result. You know what I mean? To go over there, I think is that the first game they've won in Italy away in European football. So that's a big achievement. And just absolutely superb. I was going to say absolutely class, but that's a cliche.
That's gone now.
That's gone.
Do you know what the funniest thing was, mate? Did you see before the game? I've never seen Lenny who looked so uncomfortable. Simone Inzaghi gave him a double kiss on the cheeks. Mate, Lenny was like that. Mate, I could just imagine Simone Inzaghi with sniffs on his potato and leeks.
Got to be sick.
Inzaghi looking like $1 million.
He did spat snooze in his mouth for it.
Imagine that snooze on his cheeks. Rangers as well, Slaney, what result, eh?
Superb side, but I'll go back onto the Celtic game side. It was, to me, side, it reminded me a lot of when I was watching it in the build-up before, very much when Rocky went to Russia side,
wow.
Ivan Drago and Neil Lennon, just watching him with Inzaghi, and it with a Manny suit, I guess. And I looked at Lennon, he did look like wee Mickey. Wee Rocky. He looked like wee Mickey for Rocky, and my God, it was an iconic result side. Wow. But Rangers as well, I mean, they got the result away, the draw v Porto, and then come and they annihilated Porto side. Did they? It was a tight game side for stuff. But no, I think the first half it wasn't a lot on it, but the second half they controlled the game. And I tell you now, Steven Gerrard and Neil Lennon should be knighthood material for what they've done to Scottish football.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely amazing, Kev.
By the way, can I just say as well, Lazio never learned.
No.
Lazio were cruising, right? And do you know what happened again? They took the Johnny off and they went sloppy. Took Johnny off, mate, again, and it won each and finishes two. Why do you keep taking the Johnny off?
Because in my experience, when you take Johnny off,
it's a disaster.
It ends in hell.
Well, I can't really say too much. I've got 4 kids for taking Johnny off.
But I thought Lenny as well changed his tactics, 3-5-2. First goal maybe comes for playing a 3-5-2 because he's free at the back post, but I thought Elyounoussi off, Edouard worked, he ends up setting up the goal for Forest. So fair play to Lenny. Like, see Brendan Rodgers, he would never have changed his tactics.
That's a fantastic point, because the first 5, 10, 15 minutes, it was it looked as if it was going to be a long night for Celtic, but Lennon changed it. He changed it aside, and it was a sign of a top class manager there, side. I'm really glad you noticed that. For Kev to say that it could have been met to Celtic, I don't know what game he was watching.
No, I just meant like in the final. In the final third, the final 20 minutes, they got in some really good areas, and just the final ball wasn't quite, because at that time Lazio were chasing the game, they're trying to get back into it, and they were leaving gaps. So I just thought that Celtic had the winning goal was a bit more composed than some of the chances they had beforehand.
But what about the Baldy Nudnut again coming for Celtic?
Proven, has he?
Said they could go to Camden because Lennon said it was similar to Barcelona result, which it was. Like, of course, Lazio have not got the players Barcelona had.
They're third in Serie A.
Do you know what I mean? So, of course, and you're away from home. I read the stats that it's the first time, I don't know if it's Scottish club, but Celtic have won in Italian soil. They beat Inter Milan, obviously, European Cup final, but the first time in Italian soil. So as a momentous result, and again, Nudnut should keep his mouth shut because Scotland they two are making a name for Scotland.
By the way, Johnny Hayes starting the last 2 games, doing really well. I'm so delighted that he's starting, because see, when he's on a sub and he's warming up sometimes, I actually am mistaken for a steward. Didn't he look like a steward sometimes when he's standing in the trackie and that one?
It's great,
but he's flying, eh?
He got man of the match Saturday.
I know. No, Saturday, Sunday.
So, no, please for him, because it must be difficult being that squad player.
Not when you're getting 12 grand a week, it's not.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about that. That pissed me off because of Johnny Hayes. I'm glad now he is playing, because it was irritating me that 91 minutes every game Johnny Hayes would come on for the win bonus. So Neil Lennon isn't daft, or him. But no, it's great. Johnny Hayes, fantastic. He was excellent the other night. I mean, I think I seen it 90 minutes he cleared the ball, and then a minute later you see him sprinting up the park. Then that's incredible sight. Yeah, he's superb.
See, to be fair, since Johnny Hayes has been mentioned on here quite a lot and being resembled to Rob the Bruce's dad, the Braveheart thing, I think he stepped up in training and thought, there's no way I'm replacing Slaney.
No, I think he's had to. You're spot on, Kev.
What about Edouard? He's still got that thing on his wrist. Does he think he's got the same problem as you?
I think so. I think he must be struggling for the old lady's side. I mean, I think he's trying to copy Keith Lemke as well, didn't he?
What is it? I don't know, he's had a wrist problem for ages, mate.
Is it Jamie Vardy? Jamie Vardy had it?
Superstitious maybe, innit?
Maybe it is, aye.
I want to ask you as well, Kev, about Rangers, because obviously your wee man Alfredo is flying. Now, see, for me, Rangers now can just see they play against good teams like Port, they can keep it tight now because they know that wee Morelos can take a goal for nothing, eh?
That's the thing. See the goal he did score. Like, I think McCoyce was commentating the game on it, and
Alfredo,
he was a raving about the goal. But when the ball's cut inside to him, most strikers would think about making sure the first touch was right. He didn't even think about the first touch. He was just thinking about, make sure I get a shot at goal here. Yeah. And it was a great take and a great. Obviously, he's kind of striking away for the ball, so it makes it superb. Because obviously last year, at that time, you talk about things in the moment, and I said a comment about Morelos not being worth 10 million, that's fine, stood by that back then, but the guy's obviously come back, listened to what I was saying, and thought, I'm going to show him, hardly not.
Genuinely,
but anyway,
what do you think, Si? What would you say now he's... What
figures are we talking now?
20?
I think you would take 20 million, wouldn't you? You would think.
Yeah, 100%.
The Premier League clubs are going to buy him.
I said in the Cooper show that I have heard for good sources that Newcastle are planning a big bid for him.
Really?
In January.
And who's the source?
The source is, let me just think, will I tell you or no? I'll move on the news side, maybe come back to it. I'll just think to myself, do I want to throw the guy under the bus or not?
What about his Barnett, Morelos?
His Barnett's terrible.
He's
obviously walking in and saying, just gives a line down the middle.
What?
And leave the other half.
I would love to hang about with him. He looks absolutely
mental,
crazy,
doesn't he?
And he looks, what a man he looks. Him and Alan McGregor, imagine a night out with two. Oh, yes, please.
Oh, well, McGregor's off, he's not as young.
What a double act that would be.
But no, he's the big talisman in the Rangers, and the fans absolutely love him. And Gerrard said he'll no go in January, and I hope he does stay, because it'll make the title race competitive, because I think the two of them, Defoe and Morelos, keep each other on their toes in terms of who plays, who doesn't play. So if Morelos was to go, could they rely on Defoe for 6 months to the end of the season? They could rely on him, but if something was to happen to him, Defoe. But no.
Edward and Morelos, two top players in Scotland just now. Brilliant.
Sorry, Si, if you were to pick one, if you had a team, you'd pick one, who would you go with?
Depends what kind of style of play you want to play. And stuff. If you want somebody to come and link the play, then Edward's better. If you want
do you think them two would play up
defenders,
well together? As a two, like Edward and Morelos.
I think
because they're the two different types of forwards. Edward's great at bringing the ball into his feet. Morelos is good at getting behind, rolling defenders.
And Edward drifts into the left and stuff, so it probably would work.
Do you think they're both top of the group? Celtic and Rangers? I
think that must be the goal now, Si. I certainly think they must now, Kev, go to top that group. Rangers, but they're still no. Their thing will be qualify. Celtic's will to be now top of the group side. But my God, the two of them are in fantastic.
The thing is, with the cup final coming up the 8th of December, I think if Celtic can win the group beforehand,
then
they can rest players for that game. Whereas Rangers, even if they win the next game, there's no guaranteeing them qualification.
Is there a Europa League game the Thursday before the final?
Aye.
Is that right?
I think there is. I'm pretty sure there is.
That could be
huge.
That
could be massive.
That could be huge. A great insight for Kevin Kyle.
Brilliant, Kevin. Well done. Right, listen. If they qualify, they could meet each other.
Wow.
Would you want that?
No.
No, I never did. I want them to play Man United or Arsenal, because I think the way the two of them are just now, I think they could beat Man United and Arsenal. There you go.
I think
it'll be a very good evening for both clubs.
I said that last week in the podcast. on their night in Europe, Celtic and Rangers could beat anybody.
Man United and
Arsenal
2
games.
Hopeless.
Yeah. But who is there to beat in the Europa League right now? Who would you say is the standout team, the team that you're worried about? Maybe
I hate when you ask questions that are not on here, Kev, because I don't know.
I'm just looking at some of the questions we have got, and I don't know nothing about them. So,
but see,
you would think that 2 English clubs would be the favourites.
It'd be nice for them both to qualify and then get an easier game, but a game that gives them a chance of getting into the last 8.
I would love to see them meet each other. I just think it'd be standstill in the world, Si.
Do you think it would take over the world?
Oh my God, wouldn't it? Though, I remember Bock and River played and I was there, so I remember, and the abuse I received for the River fans. That was something no nice for me to see. And I think,
what were they calling you?
A ginger, I don't know what to say. So I think that would be superb. They two, and I would love to see them, but you're right, Si, as well. It would be amazing to see them putting the English in their place. Do you know what I mean? I would love to see that.
Because see Paul Ince, they've came out and said that Celtic and Rangers are overreacting to these results.
Is that what he said? The governor.
Is he been watching Man United?
I know.
Because, like you said earlier, Si, there's absolutely right now. If Celtic were to play Man United tomorrow, I'd fancy Celtic all day long, and I'd fancy Rangers to beat Man U.
Yeah, I agree, mate.
And Arsenal. We don't even talk about them.
Wee Fred, kidding on, he's Brazilian. He's really from Poland or something, isn't he? Estonia.
On his Poso, I thought he was to Poso there, wee Fred. Wee Fred. Wee Freddy the twat.
What about your mate, Tierney? He got dropped at the weekend.
I think Emery came in for a lot of stick for that, but I think it was down to KT he's played 5 games in a month.
Just back for injury,
but my point would be, why is he playing in the Europa League in the Thursday night? Keep him for the Leicester game. I couldn't understand that. Like, I don't know. Maybe he wanted to do something at Emery, but you play Kieran Tierney in the big games.
Imagine Celtic got Arsenal, right? James Forrest playing wide right. Tierney's up against him. The ball gets played in, and Tierney's tight against Forest.
I'd be
Your
sick.
head would explode.
Oh,
I'd
your
be
head
sick.
would be
I'd be
gone.
You'd be sick.
I'd be sick in my pants, and I would be there with my dad, and I would be cowering under my seat, hiding. I'd had my scarf in my eyes. I would not like to watch
But what you
that.
do if your dad was like, come on, wield it, I'm Tierney.
And my dad would love to do that. My dad's got a sick mind in it. Certainly, I would love to see Tierney back at Celtic side.
Oh, you make that? You want him back already?
You want them back already?
Not to play against Celtic.
Oh, right.
I'd love to see Arsenal play Celtic.
And even though he's your good mate, would you give him a good reception?
I would stand up and I would go for any fan that went from side, because £25 million that young man gave Celtic. Do you know what I mean, Si?
Tremendous stuff, young man. What if Paul the Tim was giving him a bit?
Oh no.
But Paul the Tim, he's not been heard since Lazio.
What's happened to him?
I don't know where he's went, Si. So, have you any insight in Big
Well,
Paul?
obviously he was posting a few pictures of him and the great man, you know. So
Who's a great man?
I don't know.
Oh, he was, Roy Stewart was here
Rod Stewart.
with Paul the Wim.
Wrong.
Check, that's a duet coming.
Imagine that, dude. Paul the Wim sitting in Roy Stewart's head. Yes, please.
Right, Kev, we've got an entrepreneur in the camp.
What a word.
Oh yes. I
An
did.
entrepreneur,
I know.
Paul Slane.
I did see that on
Do you know
the.
what,
1-2-1
Si?
coaching. Go on, talk us through it.
Superb. I wanted to start at Si, and I hate that I see a lot of ex-players doing it and stuff. I ain't an ex-player, Si. I'm a world-class coach. I'm the best in the business it is, and I'll prove that. I'm going to be doing one-to-ones. I'm going to be doing group sessions, and I'll take air this countryside with the best in the business. I will make these kids believe they're going to be the best. And listen, anybody can say what I've just said. They can't say it as good as I said it, but they can try say it. But it's up to me to prove it, and I certainly will, Si. And it's coming your way. Kevin Kyle will be a part of it. Will Si Ferry not too big for it? But that's life. But Si, I'm needing a wee break for the podcast right now, so I'm going to offer you a challenge of the plank challenge.
Yes,
Me
go,
against
Kev.
Kev Kyle.
Come on, let's go. The plank challenge.
Why is that not in the notes?
Because we want to see you sweat. Come on.
Okay, just for the cameras, what's the best positioning here?
Here, can I get a
Just here,
hat so
so
I
we
don't
get
see
it
my
caught.
ball patch?
Yes.
Here we go.
Come on, Kev. Let's go, Kev. I want you to beat me.
Give me a... See my face. Jocelyn,
Do not like
seriously.
that. Do not let that pathetic man beat you.
That dog. That's
you
the first
actually doing
Susie
a
Jones.
It's the horny dog versus the baby rhino.
Slane, how long can you do one, like,
Right,
genuinely?
we've got the timer on.
Do not worry. Get your fat ass down. I am going to beat you. Come on, head to head, silly.
Come on, silly bollocks. Let's go.
Come
ready?
on.
Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Can we play slaps?
Give each other a bit. Give each other a bit.
Look at you. Look at you. You're scaring me.
Keep the arse up.
So how's your posture?
Terrible, young man.
Are you supposed to shake?
Terrible, young man.
Are you supposed to shake?
You're sweating, but you've got bag sweat. Kev, what about that? What about that, young man? Any boot polish back here?
I need a hat.
24 seconds on it.
Seconds.
I will not get beat. I will not get beat.
Yes,
Get
you will.
personal. Get
Stay.
personal with each
I'm
other.
inside your head.
Get personal. Ask him where he was Friday night, Kev.
I know where he was. I know where he was Friday night. I was out in my car and I saw a guy walking by with a hoodie on. Try to hide.
I
Come
can't
here.
breathe, Kev. Oh, I'm
46
going
seconds.
down, down, down. I'm going down, down, down.
Is this part of the 1-to-1? Is this part of
This
the
will be the
1-to-1?
one-to-one.
To be fair, the podcast's only 50 minutes.
Kevin Kyle will be coming to do planks with the kids. Come on!
I'm feeling
You
it.
get nothing!
He's a hit a minute. He's a hit a
You've got
minute.
nothing!
That's the longest
You've
I've
hit a
ever
minute.
tanked for.
He's hit a minute. 1 minute 8.
Oh my goodness.
Kev, you're solid, Kev. You're not even shaking.
Shaking?
Slane, you're like a shitting dog. Come on, Slaney. Do not lose this. Think of the numbers you'll get in your camps.
I've got inner strength here. Oh, I'm going down.
Slaney, while you're there, we'll just talk about the camps because
Yeah.
the one to one. Sorry,
Oh, I'm going.
Yay! 1 minute 30.
That was superb.
Tremendous, lads.
Celebrate good times. Come on!
Tell you what, that's the longest I've ever done.
And do you know who's next?
Who?
Chris Boyd and Chris Commons.
Yes!
Two sumo wrestlers.
Right, just back on the 1-to-1 because you were spotted up the park getting Paul the Wim doggies.
That was my first client. The video will be released. Paul the Wim was up the park. He lasted, Si, one hill run and he rolled back down it like a sausage rolling down.
Alright, Kev, if you were going to go to Slaney for 1-to-1, his position specific, what would you be looking for?
I'd want to know the skills. Him being a winger, how could I get past that defender?
But he wasn't that sort of winger. He was the sort of winger that was happy to keep clean sheets. James Milner type.
You're absolutely spot on, Sire. I used to, my fullback, I said, after the game, I love how you help me and double up with me. I said, I ain't leaving your side. I will not wear that halfway line, Kev.
Could you take Kev for a session, Jake?
I would love to. I'd love
No,
to.
what he could do for me, because what am I crossing and finishing, he could cross it and I could obviously try and work in my head and put it in the back of the net and that.
Kevin Kyle, if I receive the ball, Sam, for here, and that's a goal, Kev, is that the right position?
No.
Yes, it is. There's a guy at my back.
Pop it up, Sam! Beautiful! I've done him! The big question is though, do you take goalies?
Well, we're looking to advance the business. And we know the goalie coach that will come in, Si. Lynn Kyle, yes, please.
Would you be up for the missus working on him as maybe a joint coaching?
I think the missus would be good for Slaney in more ways than do that. I think she could talk to him on a psychological level. I think she could help him out up here a wee bit.
I think that's impossible.
That's long
mate.
gone.
Right, you're ready
Long gone.
back to you alright?
I'm a wee bit nervous, his name
I've
Monster.
calmed down
I
now.
mean, it's a monster,
It's
isn't
a
it?
monster.
No, I've gave up the monster, and it'll come your way very soon. But I'm going to. No, I'm alright, Si.
Right, here we go.
Why are you breathing? You alright, mate?
Is that blank?
Kev, I don't know if you noticed by the way, Peterhead, fine.
Mate, I did notice 2 weeks ago, you're tied bottom with Stranraer.
Couldn't win a game.
Couldn't win a game.
Well, you know why?
What's
He
happened?
wasn't in the team.
It's not rocket science, is it, young man?
It's no rocket science.
And-
You were injured for 2 weeks, but
Exactly.
weeks,
No, like 4 weeks he was out. He was just playing McRoy. It doesn't matter what you say. The last 2 games, Rafe Rovers and Clyde, probably 2 of the better teams in the league. The reason they won was they're popping about comes from the midfield maestro. So I'm still knackered.
And we sing when we're ready, and we sing when we're pushing, and we sing when we're ready. Right, ready? Hibs and Hearts bounce back. This is a serious chat because I don't know if you're going to give Hibs and Hearts players it, but the performances that they both put in, does that mean they've been cheating the previous manager, Kevin Kyle?
I would say absolutely not, because they played the 2 worst teams in the league.
Right, so you're saying they would have won their games?
I think they would have won their
regardless
games
who was in
anyway. I
charge?
don't think St Mirren can't score goals. They scored 2 on Saturday, but Hearts' defence wasn't exactly flowing. Hibs were playing St Johnstone, who we all know have been on a right bad. They've only won. Was it won 1 game?
No, St Johnstone had won 2 in a row.
Did they win 2 in a row?
Yeah, they would have won 2 in a row.
But no, there's an argument for they've been cheating the managers, and there's an argument against. But for me, I think they would have won those games anyway.
Yeah.
And that's probably were the 2 chairwomen early in sacking their managers. Who knows? They could have said, we'll give you 1 more game. They could have got 3 points. It would have delayed the inevitable, but I think they got sacked because it gives both clubs more time with international break coming up to get a new manager in.
Yeah, definitely. For me, it's different. I don't think Hearts players have been sacking off.
No.
I don't think people like Stephen Naismith, Christoph Berra would allow players to sack it off. When I look at Hibs,
Good point.
I worry about Hibs. I think
point.
Cam Berry's a type that would sack it off.
Yeah,
I don't think they've got strong enough people there, older players that would pull them up for it. You know, Paul Hanlon, Lewis Stevenson, great guys, good players, but I don't think they've got that in them.
They've not got that character of a senior pro.
Like
that's
a
gone in-
Naismith.
Like a Naismith or a Berra.
Actually, that's a great point.
But the thing is with me, you know, with Hearts, Craig Levein, I think Craig Levein's a bad manager because when you think about it, you had Hearts at the top of the league, remember, for a good while.
Yeah.
I think injuries have been harsh on him.
Yeah.
If he'd had Naismith in the team, I think it'd been a different season altogether for him. One thing I think he struggled with was changing his style of play.
I think that's that. I was going to say that when they were struggling, he didn't know how to adapt and go forward. He tried to make it more the Hearts defence and midfield compact and tighter so that they didn't lose games.
Yeah.
Rather than maybe had he just said, look, let's just go all out, gun ho, and see if we can maybe outscore the other team. And I think that's what let him down. He couldn't change his way of thinking. So I'm under pressure. I'll just try and make sure that I don't lose games rather than actually going and trying winning games.
Yeah.
But like you say, Craig Levein, he isn't a bad manager. I'm sure he's a pretty nice guy. I've only come across him once, and he's in the background at Hearts, which is difficult. But like you say with Hibs have got better quality in individuals, but as a team collectively, I think they're all going their own way.
Yeah.
That's why they're struggling.
Slaney, what's your take on it?
I think, to be fair, I think it does happen with managers. I think the fans will be They'll be angry as well, side the semi-finals were the week before, and they didn't put a performance in at all. Like, I know it's St Mirren St Johnstone, but Ross County went to Hearts and played them off the park. Do you know what I mean? And then they beat the Bahamas St Mirren and Hibs as well. So there's a bit of both, but we've probably all been in teams where the manager is he's known for the man for the job, and you don't even. It's not one of the things you say, I'm not going to try today. It just, for whatever reason it is, Si, people down tools.
Yeah.
And you maybe think it's the quickest way to get him out. The training's a bad atmosphere every day at the club, so it feels through the full club. So it's
See, I worry for Hibs as well because, like, although I stuck up for the players and said, because last weekend, I mean, as we said, the setup and the formation and stuff like that just looked to me like they hadn't worked in all week, so they looked underprepared to me. But this same group of players were struggling under Neil Lennon. If Neil Lennon can't get you motivated, then for me there's a problem with the players as well. It's not just the manager. I think there's a mix of both at Hibs.
So
Whereas at Hearts, I think maybe it's a fresh voice that they need.
So what do you think in terms of the problem with the players? Do you think that it's different players' attitude?
Probably weak mentality, mate, I would imagine. Which I had as well.
But the one way with Canberra, it seemed to be he was the problem with Lennon as well, wasn't it?
He looked like Cristiano Ronaldo on Saturday, Canberra.
It seems like he was the problem with Lennon, who was a hard manager, and then Paul Higginbottom, a quiet guy, so it means...
Have you see when I was at Dundee, like, I wasn't playing, so you didn't sack it off, but you just think,
100%.
What's the point, you know?
Aye.
I remember once, like, we were playing Inverness on Saturday. This was when Inverness had John Hughes as the manager. They were popping at me, right? And I wasn't even getting on for Dundee with Paul Hartley, so my best mate was Kevin McBride, Barra, and he'd fell out with Hartley as well. He'd been fined 2 weeks' wages for not going to the suites after the game, and he appealed it with the SFA, so he was bombed completely as well. So we were driving back to Glasgow for Dundee on a Friday, and he says to me, I'm never getting on tomorrow, you're never getting on. Fancy going up the boxing tonight? Because we used to do a bit of boxing.
Aye.
So I was like, don't know, man. Like, if I come on, I'll be fucked. He's like, you're never getting on, mate, we're bombed, that's us done. So we got the boxing gym for 2 hours on a Friday night, mate.
That's seen you wake up for that.
Oh my God, that was an agony. But anyway, I thought, I'm not going to play. 15 minutes into the game, mate, Kevin Thompson goes to injured.
You're on?
Barra's looking at her, me and Barra are looking at each other like that, nah.
Please don't.
And he goes, Si, go and get warm. Right, so warming up behind the goal, absolutely devastated. Go on, mate. But they'll see the worst thing is, see when I was getting changed to go on, Barra just kept laughing, pissing himself laughing.
You'd have been loving it.
Right, so I get put on, mate, and remember Marley Watkins?
Aye.
Strongest man in football, mate. 3 times right on Paul Hartley, right on the side of the dugout. I could see Barra, Paul Hartley. 3 times I go to chase Marley Watkins, mate. And he does that bang. See, the worst thing is, mate, every time I could hear all I could hear throughout the game was Barra pissing himself laughing. We had a night out that night with the couples, right?
Oh,
and see,
man.
for 3 years, Barra just sat and laughed at me.
Oh, mate.
Mate,
was there a chance he was going to go in his win?
All I could hear Paul Hartley was like, what the fuck's up with him? I'd been boxing for 2 years the night before. That was the beginning. That was the end for me.
But you're right though. Like, I mean, all the things you do when you're playing. I mean, nights before, and it's simple as your diet and all that.
Yeah.
When you've been at, well, to be fair, I would eat anything I wanted. So
I was like that when I went to Wolves on loan, and I started a few games, and then I wasn't in the team, and I was like, having a right shit time at Coventry, so I was on loan at Wolves. And I thought the fans are starting to give me a bit here at Wolves as well. So when we were going to be in the squads, I knew that I wasn't playing. I knew that I wasn't on the bench. I was just that 17th, 18th guy going down for the banter. Mm-hmm. And Freddie Eastwood was in the same boat. And me and Freddie would go and get Chinese, Indians on a Friday night because we thought, fuck that, playing chicken and tatties off. And then like on the Saturday morning, something would happen to somebody. Always something happened to somebody. Oh, okay, you're on the bench today, and you're like, fucking.
When like a manager leaves, have you seen players get a lift?
Oh mate, unbelievable! Literally, just when you walk in.
Some boys are buzzing, aren't they?
It annoys me a wee bit like that. Like when you see it, like the way when the new manager comes in, and boys are pathetic, like in the changing room,
he's arsing that,
buzzing about and all that. And
whereas before they were arsehole stuff.
And I hate that. Like at least have a wee bit about yourself. And that means you're it's pathetic to say the least. I honestly, it drives me insane. That.
So did you ever have a manager that you worked under that you were happy to see at the door?
Well, see, DeCanio, mate, like, he was my favourite manager. I played my best football under him, but see when he got sacked, we were buzzing, mate, because you got your Wednesdays back and your Sundays off.
That's
so
strange,
see,
isn't it?
he got sacked on the Tuesday, right? We went to Tranmere, League One, beat them 3-1. He cancelled pre-match, so we had to eat pre-match in a garage like Acosta. Went out, beat Tranmere 3-1, and he got sacked. So we were on the bus on the way back, and he says to Tommy Miller and Dan Warder, two of the older boys, he says, you should take it to end of the season, we'll piss it. And they're like, right, the only way we'll take it is if you continue to do everything that we've done with DeCanio, like and they going out getting steaming and stuff like that. We were like, no bother. So he speaks to the chairman, they get the job. He says, we've got Wednesday, Thursday off because we need to sort things with the chairman. So Wednesday, we all go and play golf. And brilliant, steaming. Thursday, he says, everyone's at on the Wednesday, we're off again on the Thursday. He's fancy golf again in the morning. See, because the canny always been sacked, we were all buzzing, eh?
Aye.
So Thursday, golf again. Must have had about 9 pints after the golf. End up out. Mate, I'll never forget it. Sitting at 2 in the morning in a karaoke bar in Swindon on a Thursday night. We look Rooney with his golf shoes still on, mate, singing karaoke with all the Swindon fans. Turn up on a Saturday, mate, horsed off Preston 3-0.
Oh, yes.
But that's what if the Canio had stayed,
that would never happen.
Never happened.
But
We probably would have won the league, mate.
When a new manager comes in, you always try and speak to the other players where that manager's came from. What was your gaffer like? What's he like? What's he really like? And you just fill their heads with shite and said, oh, he's an absolute twat. So you gave them all that mindset, oh, this new manager comes a twat. But
have you ever had a manager come in and you just weren't having him straight away? Like you expect to get a lift, but then as soon as you get him
when I was at Coventry, Chris Coleman came in and I'd been bombed at the whole, they were trying to get rid of me because I slaughtered the fans, slaughtered the club, just had a horrendous time at Coventry. So Chris Coleman came in and I just thought he was arrogant. Very, very arrogant. No my cup of tea.
Like him?
No, he's arrogant, but he can be arrogant. He's got a reason to be arrogant. You can do it, mate. But Chris Coleman, so see when Chris Coleman got the bullet, I was absolutely delighted.
Oh, yeah,
but I wasn't there when he got the bullet. I was at Kilmarnock, but when I heard he got the bullet, I was just like, nah, that deserves him.
I think that you're right. We see with managers that come in and they act arrogant. I think that's hard. But players seem to never respond to that. Will say. As you said, there's people like that when they're looking at me and I'm getting nervous when they're watching me. So stop it and walk on. So with managers like that, certain managers come in and they've got an arrogance, but it feels real, Si. I don't know.
Would you like to have seen the back of Barry Ferguson at Clyde?
No. Barry Ferguson, he was brilliant at part-time, like his training, it was made his man management stuff. Like I think he found it hard to come. His standard with Rangers and whatever his career, that boys were working in that one at the same. I think that was his problem, Si. But certainly no, he was great. He wasn't like one of what we say would come across arrogant. He could be.
See, a new manager to it depends on for me what they say, and then there's training sessions. Paul Hart came in with Swindon. You know who Paul Hart is? He was assistant at Stoke. There's Nottingham Forest and stuff like that. His first session, mate, he taught us every medal that he'd won. He played against George Best. And then he goes like that, I was a centre half. He says, in my centre halves, if you can't win the ball, just fucking put your elbow through the back of their head. And we're sitting thinking, we've not scored a goal all year. I think we scored like 18 goals over 10 games to go or something. So I think we're going to go out in training and do crossing and finishing or shooting or something. Mate, for 35 minutes, we had there was about 20 of us in a big massive square, 4 boys, and you could only pass the ball with a back heel.
Oh my God.
That was his session.
Oh my God.
That's nearly as bad
And
as
then straight, mate, after the first session, the boys went, no having it.
nearly as bad as you do the 2-touch session and they go to 1-touch session.
Why?
Well, why? You're never going to just pass the ball with 1 touch.
See that 1 touch. Honestly, Celtic.
Lenny loves it, didn't he? Strachan loved it as well.
Friday before the matches, Lennon I think it was Martin Neal that done it, but Lennon done 3 games. It was 1 touch, 2 touch, and all in. And it'd be young v old. I swear to goodness, mate. I remember it, the 1 touch. I used to actually hide players, and I was in guys like Wanyama's team. He was obviously the same age, and he used to be.
What was he good at?
Unreal, but when he seen that I was in his team, he wanted to see it. So he used to look at like Lenny, like looking at me, as if, why is he in my team? And it was disgusting to play in that environment. But we managers, I remember when at Celtic, when I first signed and Tony Mowbray was there. Such a nice guy, right? Too nice.
Some of his training was baffling, mate.
His training was baffling, right? So baffling, and it was. I remember. Aidan is at training. I remember some of his looks he gave Moga. It was as if, what is this he's trying to do? But then Lennon came in, and totally revitalised the whole club with simple stuff. It wasn't this. We're going to do these mental drills or whatever. He came in and I think it's a lot about personality as well.
Definitely.
You can have the brilliant coaches like a Cathro, I suppose he's good at his drills and stuff like that, but he's got a P mind and a P heart, so you can't really.
See what you're saying about Wanyama there? When you were on his team, I reminded me of something. I remember when we were on if you were on the 19th or 20th man for the first team, you'd be sitting on the bus and then he would get on and we'd always need to sit down the front, the young boys, and he'd look at you and go, oh, for fuck's sake, is this what it's came at? Is this where you're at? These boys are in the fucking team. He was doing it for
But see, Wanyama, wasn't he?
Oh, right.
So that's what was sickening for me.
Am I right in saying you said Wanyama was the same age as you?
I think he was, aye.
He liked spaghetti, didn't he? Remember that too?
I love spaghetti. But what the player he was in. Guys like him, and get just the full. I think with Celtic, to be fair, the full trainers like that. If you slip up, then everybody's there. And I felt the 20 players that were training, everyone were in disbelief that I was there. So and that was hard to take at times.
Right, hat-trick for your man Doige. Dodgeball.
Big dodgeball.
You've been taking him for one-to-ones, but you said the first 2 sessions were just trying to get him to put his boots on the right feet.
That was what he was all about, and he constantly wants to play dodgeball instead of football, so it's good for Big Dodge. A man that I don't know what he looks like, I don't know what fit he is.
Mate, he's Welsh. I thought he was like German or something. He's from Wales.
This one they paid 300 grand
for.
It was a Hecklebottom signing.
So there was no question he was going to score a hat-trick at some point. Absolutely.
But Hecklebottom must be sitting in his wee cage thinking, why is Doy's not done it for me? Do you know what I mean? He must be sitting in his sawdust, wee Hecklebottom, or running around his tubes.
Running around his tubes
or running his wee wheel and thinking, why
his notepad?
His notepad and thinking, why did Doy's not do it for me? You're a mouse, that's simple as my side, do you know what I mean?
Right, Kev, Harry Kewell's linked to the Hibs job, tending their game. That'd be a good or bad news. I'm glad you're shaking your head because I'm a same.
Because I just think that because you're a name in football doesn't really mean that you deserve to get into a Hibs job. These guys think that, well, I'll go up and get a job in Scotland and that'll get me going and then I'll go back to England. Scotland's a good place to come and be a manager.
Especially just now.
Of course, like, if you get one of those Edinburgh jobs, that's a huge job. It's bigger than any, I would say, just as big as any job you get in the Championship and even some of those clubs in the Premiership. Big clubs, big fan bases. But Harry Kewell, he's had a couple of stints as a manager. Was it Leyton Orient?
Crawley and then Notts County.
Notts County.
Has he done well at Crawley, never done well at Notts County.
So it's hard to gauge what type of manager it is. Is he good? Is he bad? Because he's had a good spell and he's had a bad spell. Does he deserve a shot at Hibs? I don't think so, because does he know enough about the Scottish game? He's already known a bit about football. Everybody knows everything about football, but it's a different style of football. It's a different environment up here in Scotland, and I don't think, like, he put his CV in, they can have a read over it and they might fancy him, but I would like to see Hibs and Hearts get somebody a wee bit closer to home for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, here's an exclusive for you. Jack Ross has got the Hibs job if he wants it. Definitely, I know it.
You're joking?
Yeah.
Great appointment.
Think?
By the way, honestly.
On what basis?
I'm glad you asked
because,
that. I'm glad you asked that.
So what's your basis for him saying it's
just with Nicky Devlin, Dylan McGeoch, Boyd Jordan Kirkpatrick. I spoke to the three about Jack Ross and they said he's an amazing manager. It makes you feel amazing playing. Great question though, because he never worked from Sunderland at all.
Biggest budget in the league.
I mean, they should have been cruising it. I know it doesn't work like that, but it should have been much better than what it was. So, but I just think speaking to boys and what his job with St Mirren, I just speaking to them. I think when you speak to players and they say that about them, then that gives me a good sign about a manager's side.
For me, I think Scottish media, I don't know if we are the media or whatever, but Scottish media.
No, we're not the media.
No, Scottish media in general seem to hype up our own. When somebody does well, we seem to hype them up. So I look at, like, Alloa, right? Alloa's done well under Jack Ross, right? So that led to his move to St Mirren. So at St Mirren, for all accounts, I heard they had a bigger budget than most teams in that league. Right? So he's got them promoted, which he should have done. Then he gets a move to Sunderland. At that time, I thought, oh wow, I personally thought that was a huge move. I think, how do you go from there to there to Sunderland? I don't know whether it was too soon for him. I just think that maybe not enough experience to go to a club of that size, because all right saying they're in League One, but the club's still a huge club. So then he goes to Sunderland and it doesn't work out for him. Yeah, he got to the playoffs and he got to the Checker Trade Trophy Cup, whatever it is, final, and didn't win either of them. So he was a failure. And then it started this season at Sunderland, didn't get them going, so he's been sacked. But here in the Scottish media, we still look at him as this Scottish media still look at him as this guy on a pedestal who deserves the next job that comes. I don't get it. Like, okay. I'm not saying that Jack Ross isn't or is a great manager, because I only know Jack Ross when he was working with the PFA, and I've never worked under Jack Ross, so I can't say for sure. But I just don't like this idea that because somebody does well that they should get the next job.
But I look at somebody like Yogi. I know Yogi and I like him a lot. That's why I'm talking about him. But if you look at Yogi's record, it's tremendous. He got Inverness. He won the Scottish Cup Inverness. He got them into Europe. He got Hibs into Europe. Every team he's been at, he's got them into Europe. But because he's had one bad job at Raith Rovers, now he's just a terrible manager.
That's kind of like my whole round point, is that Jack Ross has had two successful times at Alloa and St Mirren, and it's as if they've just written off his time at Sunderland and they're going by his time at Alloa and St Mirren. And I just think that, like, look at the Arbroath manager.
Dick.
Aye, right.
No, not him, you.
No, I know, but look at their growth, where they're sitting now in the Championship with the teams that are in there. Why does nobody say, right, why does he not deserve a, like, we just go back to, oh no, Jack Ross.
Because that's the argument we had, Kev, on the Cooperman show, this about experience. What's experience mean? It says it's whether you're good or not.
It's whether you're good. I'm not a manager, and I never, like, I hope one day I will be. I hear this plan that
you could probably be the manager of being inspired this shot.
Well, you never know. Looking at the way it's set up, I think I could.
You've got the hardest challenge now to try to manage me, haven't you? So if you manage me well, then it'll set you in good stead.
I just think, like, with any management in any walk of life, if you're great with your staff, they get working for you, and I think that's the same in football clubs. You think of the managers, the good managers you worked under, you wanted to try harder for them.
Yeah.
When I was in Mick McCarthy or Peter Reid, Jim Jeffries, I would try and go that extra mile because I really wanted them to do well. So I think that comes as your character. Whereas some managers are absolute arseholes who you think, I'm not even trying to like.
Would you class Jim Jeffries as your ham in your sandwich?
What?
McPhee still fancies a job for himself. Is Saturday change your mind at all?
No, I think for me, Austin McPhee's no for Hearts.
He just looks like he listens to Bob Marley, doesn't he?
I just think that
He's got a Jamaica flag in his office.
Like I was
He stoned all the time, didn't he? Change his tie all the time. Sorry, Kev.
A comment the weekend that if he doesn't get the job, there's potential that he actually might get the sporting director's job.
What the?
Like, at what point in Austin McPhee's career does he deserve to become the sporting director of Hearts? So then he becomes, if he becomes the sporting director, he's then Craig Levine's boss.
I've seen that.
What, like,
it's crazy.
I couldn't believe what I was listening to, and I was thinking, like, Austin McPhee, I think he said himself that his record as a caretaker manager is 4 out of 5.
A lot of nonsense, but you can't go with that.
No. Like, I was like, no, like, I'm not having it, because again, I'll revert back to they were playing St Mirren on Saturday.
And defensively, they still looked all over the place to me.
And if a team like Hearts, with the players and squad that they've got, and the injuries, because Walker came back, Naismith came back, they should be beating St Mirren comfortably at home. The fact that also we had to take Hearts away to St Andrews for a couple of days to prepare for St Mirren, that for me says no chance of the job.
By the way, how much does Stephen Naismith's head actually look like the yellow mitre ball?
It's unbelievable.
So confused, eh? I thought somebody was kicking his head into the goal.
It looks just totally gaunt looking. It looks chalk white. It looks like anemic.
But Kevin Thompson, Michael Stewart slaughtering Austin McPhee for having the Hugo Boss.
Stephen Thompson.
Stephen Thompson, sorry.
Wait a minute. See, to be fair, we're like the Ned versions of Stevie and Mikey, aren't we? Ginger Mikey.
Go on, sit on his knee. Sit on his knee, Slenny.
We are. I just need to cross.
Oh no, that makes me.
Sunderland! Johnny, look at me, Johnny.
Trial by sports scene. Seen that? That's them the thing.
I think.
No, but Si, you made a great point about it. If you want to go on about the suits, remember we they two slot.
And they're watching football in suits, so why can he not wear a suit on the side
honestly,
of the pitch?
to go on, see if I get invited, I wouldn't go on it, but if I get invited and I get forced to go into sports scene, honestly, I would turn up with a nappy or a jogging suit with stains all over it.
What type
and
of
sit
nappy?
there,
Just get a shot of his.
probably sleeping, and they're turning up with 3-piece suits. My goodness, give us a break, boys.
It's because they've got nothing better to talk about. Let's talk about it in a football area.
It's just orang though, like get it lively, get tunes blaring, us three running on if we done a show. That board, play with my face if you like. It's been played many a time. Play and enjoy yourself. Let's rock and roll.
I think, right, but before we move on to the kind of last couple of topics, I think you should show us like maybe a wee dribbling exercise that you would maybe give a winger for your one-to-ones.
Aye.
Watch this.
Right.
This is a cracking one. I found out right wing, Kev.
Right.
Si, drop in. Does he go round the full back? Does he?
No.
Aye, he does. That's where I...
Do you know what he looked like there? Big Tony Adams.
Oh mate, what about Tony Adams at the weekend?
Big
You see
Tony
the shirt he had on his suit? Oh my.
I'm wanting up your pants off.
At least he's better than sucking my big titties.
Alright, my boys are coming Wednesday night. Oh, by the way, I'm going to the wrestling tonight.
I mean, I know
Are you coming?
Joe Coffey's meant to get
It's on it, the... What's it called? The SACC.
Is Mangaline going?
No,
You've
do you
not
know who I'm
invited
buzzing
him?
to see? The Rock. Do you know his real name?
Dwayne Johnson.
It doesn't
I was going to say it.
matter!
You've got that before as well.
I've not got an invite.
Mate, come with me.
He's got a spare ticket.
I may have a spare ticket. I don't know if I've got two yet. I might have two. Do you want to come with me?
Absolutely.
That'll be amazing.
Choke slam him on the couch. Stand
No,
outside.
I'll be your
No, what?
DDT. I'll be your
Wait a
DDT.
minute, I'm going to run in.
Can I give you a suplex?
No, look, you turn your back, Get him, just choke slam me. You're choke slam.
No, choke slam.
Power bomb. Choke slam.
Power bomb!
Tombstones.
On the couch.
Can I give him a backbreaker?
Slam us. Slam us.
Slam it. Slam
Oh, it's horrendous.
Jeez, oh.
Need another couch.
Well done.
We could be tag team champions. Me, UV boys in the
Bushwhackers.
comments.
Oh,
Wow.
We're going to come to fights in Scottish football
Wow,
after
okay.
this. Just quickly, Michael O'Neill's took the Stoke job. Who sits second bottom of the Championship. Is it the last job you expect him to take? Obviously, knock back Scotland to be the Stoke. Boonson Burner.
Man.
Nice little Luna.
I heard
Money
he's
bags.
Money don't make man.
double
Love
digits.
go round, reaching out for a higher ground. To a warm and peaceful place.
I will rest my weary face. You need to rest that face. Go.
Desiree.
Yes, Michael O'Neill.
Cash. Just cash, isn't it?
You think?
Johnny.
It's one of those jobs that if he gets it right, he'll end up being back in the Premiership at some point. So that for him will be amazing. But ultimately, if it doesn't go right, he walks away
back.
plenty of money.
Yeah.
He's not thinking like that. I'm pretty sure he's not. But he gets both things where he can finish off the campaign in Ireland, Northern Ireland, sorry, and he gets to go and manage the chairman of Stoke.
It's a Premier League club, isn't it, with the money that they've got and the infrastructure.
Is it Peter Coates, the Coates family? Backs
There,
the club.
there, look.
He backs the club. But apparently, for what I'm led to believe, the changing room, the dressing room is toxic.
But you look at the players they've got, you can imagine that, couldn't you?
So, I wish Michael O'Neill all the best. I think he's done an amazing job in Northern Ireland. He was always tight for the Scotland job, which I would like to have seen, but I think anybody who takes a Scotland job is going to struggle. And you're not going to. He's not going to take a Scotland job
over Scotland. See, Stoke is the most unsexy. I don't want to tell people I've done a podcast in man Stoke.
I know what you're saying, but like, look at where we are now as a country, as Scotland team, and look at our performances recently. Does that appeal to you just as much as Stoke? I know it's our national team.
Maybe he just wants
but
it
it's
in
not
his
his
club.
It's not his national team.
Maybe he just wants day-to-day running.
And like he managed, who was it Shamrock or Bohemians?
Shamrock,
was it? Aye. So before, so that's only really his club level, and then apart from that was the under 21s and under 19s with Ireland, the Northern Ireland. I keep saying Ireland, Northern Ireland. But I wish him all the best. But it's a very, very difficult job. They obviously won on Saturday.
He'll keep him up, Michael O'Neill. He'll keep him
as
up.
long as he keeps him
They've
up,
got good enough players.
They'll smash it.
and I think the way he talks and comes across, I think he's quite likeable.
Mate, he's amazing.
Aye.
You said that,
I interviewed him, like, see when you interview manager, I think, this is my honest opinion, I think when somebody becomes a manager, they turn into a weirdo.
Aye.
No, but he's no, mate.
No,
see,
so
when you sit and speak to him, he's just like us, like a normal guy, wants to sit and chat, talk about football, you ask him anything.
That's
he was a
the
top man.
sign about the top managers, like they're no
Deal with people.
Aye, and that's
He'll get into Stoke and he'll identify the players that he can trust. The ones that he'll get the maximum out of, and then start to build his team around that. And I think I really, really hope he does well, because he has been touted for a lot of jobs, and he hasn't turned down jobs because he thinks he's better than that or whatever. He's just turned them down because they maybe weren't the right appointments in his career. Whereas he's probably looking at that thinking, right, Stoke City bottom of the league, I'll turn them around, because they're a good side.
Yeah.
They were a good, steady Premiership side under Pulis. They were boring. Mark Hughes had a few good seasons, but
They're basically the Hamlet and Ackies of England,
they've got the finance and the backing to be a good, get back into Premiership anyway. So
I'm
I
just
wish
a
him all the
sexy
best.
boy, sexy boy.
Shawn Michaels.
I want your boy.
Oh, that's a tune, Shawn Michaels, isn't it?
Can you just give me a 3D before I go?
A what?
A 3D, remember the Dudley brothers?
Nah.
Let's get off the wrestling chat.
I
Sorry,
could
sir.
give you a
Wrestling
figure
is
four.
brilliant, fun,
The Big Show.
Brett hit my eye.
Wait.
Rikishi. Right.
Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Right, who's national team manager? The difference between balancing a national team and managing a club team. What challenges will he face?
Oh, well, you're dealing with everyday stuff, Si.
But at Stoke, aren't you dealing with bigger egos as well, eh?
Well, I mean, you'll have boys in there. He'll be walking in there seeing boys like why are they here? And then he's looking at their contracts and they're on 50, 60 grand a week at Stoke. And then he'll need to deal with that to get them out. And then when you see that, people turn on you. So it will be a hard... It seems to me there's a poisonous stuff in Stoke, how they've just drifted away downside. So it will be a hard job, but certainly a man of his stature, he'll be able to take it in, Kev. But you'll know more with the international setup and club.
I think with the... I'll go to likes of Sunderland, Stoke, teams that have come down and then they've ended up... See, when these players get paid like 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 grand a week, right? They're comfortable within the Premier League. See, the minute they come out of that Premier League, shit hits the fan because they actually need to go and earn their money, and they don't know. It's a culture shock because if you look at Stoke, they're now stuck in the Championship with big wage players. They're all being reduced contracts.
But it'll still be big money for the
Championship. Still be big money. Sunderland's struggling. They're still playing players down there. I think one of the guys over here was on about 28, 30 grand a week in the League One. So, but the differences between Northern Ireland and Stoke is he's got a group of players that's coming to Northern Ireland matches who want to come. Are looking forward to going to work with Michael Neal for 10 days a week, whatever how many games they play, and they're looking forward to the prospect of maybe qualifying for a championship, a World Cup. Whereas at Stoke, you've got players just sitting thinking, right, I'm not really playing particularly well today, can't really be arsed, but I'm still getting my 30 grand a week. It's a tough one. That's the hardest part.
It's the hardest one. I think it's getting players out that you didn't want.
And we can sit here and say, surely they'll not be thinking like that. Players do think like that. Of course they do. Because when I was at Coventry, earning what I was earning, I was thinking exactly like that.
Yeah, that's what it has. See, when Mick McCarthy joined, did he struggle to go from part-time to full-time?
No,
because he'd already been a manager,
Mick was already a manager before him in Millwall and what have you, and he came to the national team, done great. But he came to us with a big... See, when he
big
came
nose.
Hell of a size of nose. He had a nose like fuck nose. See, when he came to us, right? See, because of the Roy Keane spat, he had that presence straight away. I thought, geez, oh man, if he's arguing telling
Roy Keane, deal with Roy Keane,
and basically, see, on that first day, come in, shook everybody's hands, and said, basically, that's us. We're relegated, so now it's time to see what players I do have. And he basically just went 11v11 on the Tuesday, picked the 22 players and put them all out. And seen that Saturday, he picked his best 11 from that practice match.
Love
and
that.
And see from that match, I was sitting there in the what I would have said would have been the B squad. And Tory Andy Flo was in the A squad, and I'm thinking, if I played better than Big Tory the day, I'm in the team Saturday. And sure enough, I did. And you know what I did? It was different. Big Tory had obviously class, finesse, everything. But his head was going. He was in that, I'm on the big wages.
Yeah.
Whereas I was thinking, right, I want to get a chance here under this guy. I think he could like me. And I thought, just work really hard, do the simple things that you can do. And that's what it was. And I said, Mick said, you're in the team Saturday, we're playing Chelsea at home.
That's what you want for the manager. Right, Slaney, Stephen Robinson's linked to replace him. Would he be a good option?
I think so. I think so, Si. Whether he wants to take that or not, I think...
He's too young.
I don't know, but whether he wants to go for working every day, Si. But see an international job, what a fucking job it is.
Oh, what a life, mate. You only work 3 months in a year.
A couple of weeks here and there, and then you're going travelling around the world to watch games. I know Northern Ireland won't have many players around the world, but still, just kid on they have.
You'd be finding anyone playing abroad for Northern
Barcelona,
Ireland.
Barcelona, a young boy.
If you got offered the Hearts and the Northern Ireland job, what one would you take, Kev?
I think he'll take the Hearts job.
So do I.
Because I think the Northern Ireland job will be a job possibly somewhere down the future for Stephen Robinson.
What about your twin, Lomas?
Where is that?
He'll be right up for that job.
What about his hair? If you're going to be an international manager, you can't have hair like that.
Has he got that hair like the...
It's like he's going to Archaeos, mate.
Aye.
I'd love to get him on the podcast. He's
Would
maybe
you?
Nuts, isn't he?
He's maybe
be crazy. Imagine we
he
wind
would
him
be a
up.
good interview for you,
Get him on.
Stevie Lomas.
Get him on the podcast and wind him up. Get him to bite. We'll get him to bite.
Right, talking that, we're going to go into the YouTube stars. Logan Paul and KSI fought in a professional boxing match.
I don't want to speak about it.
Why not?
I can't stand that. It's a mockery to boxing, they too.
You're big into your boxing, as well,
I love my boxing. Me and Craig Beattie like to bare arse boxing, as you like to say, Si.
Shows him, just gives a wee bit of the shadow.
People always think
put some hands up, put Matt's
wait a minute,
no, he doesn't need it.
No, but people always say, oh, he's a joker. Right, Si, he's a joker. But watch this.
Terrible, young man.
It's horrible. That just
try to punch the big show. No, show us what would really happen if somebody got in a fight with you.
Oh, that's it. Yes!
See? You see, Kev?
It's quick on his feet, that one.
Yes,
Oh my God, mate, that's decent.
He's skinny Louise.
See, listen, I play the camera's joker. I ain't no joker, Si. I'm a fighter.
I'm scared.
Whoa.
Certainly, you would never want to get on the wrong side. There's Greg Dockett here, I'm not joking.
Oh, so who's that? So it is. Craig Docherty. Get him in. Not interested.
He's coming in here for some gear. He looks like he needs gear.
Oh, you can't. What do you mean gear?
Like
Oh, clothes, sorry.
I saw that gear.
Last question. Craig beat EV Kev and Kyle. Whatever happened, Kev? Now that the YouTubers have done it.
See, be fair. See,
And you come.
Come on,
Come
Craig.
on.
Get
And
in.
you come.
And you come,
You're
young
the
man.
main man.
Come and sit in. You coming into the seat?
Come in the hot seat.
Just observe.
No, come on,
Come
mate.
on,
Get
and
in.
you come.
Come on.
And you come. Come on,
There's a man.
yeah.
How are you, young
Pleasure
man?
to meet you.
Sit in.
Pleasure to meet you.
Sit in.
Right.
And you come, my
Sit
man.
in,
And you
come
come.
on,
I'm just talking about fights.
Fights in football.
Aye.
You could see any two Scottish football people fight, who would it be? It's a good one, isn't it? I'd love to see Darren McKinnon ragdoll
hide
somebody,
money.
mate. Oof.
Alan McGregor and Ryan Jack.
Oh,
I'd love
two
to
angry
see-
men, isn't it?
I'd love to see McGregor and Morelos fight.
Oh.
Morelos, I bet he could go.
That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? That
Wee
would
man
be
could see that.
absolutely superb.
See Darren McKinnon for, was he know a bit of... He's a bit of a screwball, eh? I used to be scared playing against him, mate.
He's actually a good guy. Big softy.
Is he right?
Aye, big softy.
Who's your hardest battle on the pitch?
Oof, good
midfield
question.
battle. Great question. Isn't it? Superb. I'm changing my game site.
Do you want my
A
job,
young
innit?
site. I'm trying to take your job right after you. Will it happen?
Sit there, sit there, mate.
Thanks very much.
Oh, actually, no, you're not actually off the top of my head.
Alec Neil. Tough boy,
I
nah.
played against Alex.
Kev, anything else you want to say? Are we done?
I don't know. Is there anything?
Panicked up in this hot seat side. Feel my ass crumbling. Feel crumbling.
You chose to sit there. You
I
asked
know.
us the
I
questions.
felt I want to be.
You need to talk us through the shirt. before
No,
we
well,
go.
let me just say, I shouldn't have said it, but it will come out, it's going to come out in the press that I have been trying to stab you in the backside to get your job.
Have you?
I've been in sending emails to the bosses and trying to get you.
Mate, if anyone-
There you go, spreading around the Scottish game side.
If anyone
So,
was going to do it, mate,
would you like me
Oh,
to do it? So I
do
don't
it,
need to stab you in the back
No,
then?
no, just take it, mate.
Aye, you've
Who
moved
you
on
been
a
sending
bit.
emails to?
I'm all over the place in this hot seat side. Can we swap again? I don't feel comfortable. Oh, mate, massive, crumbling.
Right, Greg, anything for us before we go into exclusives?
Any songs for us?
Nah.
No.
I keep my head down at the moment, please.
Brilliant, that's what it's all
That's
about.
what it's
love
about. I like
That's
that, mate.
great
Just getting on
attitude.
with the
So
business.
how come you're in here on the Monday? You're not supposed to be training.
Oh, international break.
Oh, international.
So you got a week off, aye?
No, take the missus about that, then.
She's working. Going away January break.
We can mean you go away then.
There you go.
Good. You up for it?
Let's go.
Week
Let's
off,
try to go.
Does Tom scoop in the corner on it?
Why don't we go to Amsterdam?
Lad, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Man.